got some $1,000. Now I'm smelling like...
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, two quarterbacks who have met on the grandest stage multiple times will battle once again. It's Tom Brady going up against Eli Manning. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. Bobby Rainey now to return it. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down. Offensively... the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the #1 thing they discuss is his motor and how relentless he is. Let's not forget, he's also a superior athlete.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So Manning to Beckham, and this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Going left side, and he's got Donnell. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's first down, New York.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Manning. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Manning indeed going for it on 4. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
And Manning keeps it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Third and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is the result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
First down, Brady. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the INT, it's Manning. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete. The tight end Donnell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Victor Cruz from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. They go screenplay with Jennings. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Manning to throw, and now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. For Gronk in Week 8, it was ho-hum, Charles. 109 yards and a touchdown catch of 53 yards, which broke Stanley Morgan's team record. He now has 69 touchdown grabs in his career.
Stanley Morgan, the former University of Tennessee star, that's a big record that Gronk just broke. But when I watch Gronk play, I can't help but smile. He plays with such a joy, such an evident joy of what he's doing, and he does it at a really, really high level.
That's why he's the Madden cover guy. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. shift together here from the D-line. Manning to throw on second down. Going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Back onto the field comes a New England offense. And earlier in the broadcast, we were talking about Tom Brady and his mastery over Buffalo. 26-3 against them with his win in Week 8. And New England 3 games up already in their division. Not unusual for them at all. When you start a season, you think New England in the AFC East and who might be a second team that can challenge for a wild card. But Tom Brady and what he does against Buffalo kind of reminds me of when I played golf against you in the local muni. That is your track. You own that one. And that's how he does it against Buffalo. Local muni, you mean municipal course? That would be correct. Fans, in honor of Veterans Day, for every point scored during the NFL's 32 Salute to Service games, the league will donate $1,000 to its military nonprofit partners, including the Pat Tillman Foundation, USO, and Wounded Warrior Project. To join the salute and learn more, visit NFL.com/salute. And we thank all those great men and women out there for their service to our country. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down. Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career. And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one. At Kent State, right? Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. Here's Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet. No respect, haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud,